Hi yogis, I'm Nicole from Metro Yoga Chicago. Today we're going to be going through a moon salutation, Chandra Namaskar. It's a little bit more yin than a sun salutation, a little quieter, calmer, and more introspective. This will be like a 15-minute flow, so we'll do a quick warm up just to make sure our spine and our hips are ready for the moon. We'll get started in an easy seat so we can just settle into our bodies and into our breath. We'll put a little length into our spine, relax the muscles in our face. Take a couple really big inhales, complete with long, maybe even longer exhales. Use your breath to quiet your mind and start turning inward. And flutter the eyes open. The next inhale you take will bring your hands overhead. And we'll just take our left hand to our right knee and our right hand behind. We're engaging our core and just looking over our right shoulder. Nothing like a twist to warm up the spine. Inhale, sweep both hands overhead. Exhale, right hand down to the left knee, left hand behind. Core is engaged. Just a little look over your shoulder. Unwind, come forward. This moon salutation will take us into our hips, so we'll take a quick Baddha Konasana. And I know we haven't done much by way of the hips just yet, so please take those feet out if you feel any tightness. Inhale, little length, and just a gentle hinge. Sort of warming up for our moon salutation warm up. Inhale, little length. Exhale, little hinge. Sit up nice and tall, guide your knees together. A little windshield wiper side to side. Then we'll head on to our hands and knees. This is all purely transitional to get us to standing. We'll take a quick rinse. Inhale, looking up, a cow. Exhale, a cat. Just a hint of heat to the spine, even though we already warmed it up a little with our twist. So one more big inhale, look up. Exhale, arc. And give our toes a curl under our seated lift. Find a downward facing dog. Just take a couple petals. Warming up your calves. We will be pivoting on our feet and through our ankles. So just a little heat here, and then we'll walk our hands to our feet. Coming into a forward fold, half lift just to lengthen out our spine. Uttanasana, forward fold. And then a slow roll to stand. All right, so let's get started with our moon salutations. Good and grounded in the feet, connections in heel and ball. We'll inhale both hands overhead, and I prefer to catch my wrist, so I'm going to grab my left wrist with my right hand and exhale over to the left. It's a really lovely right side body opener. Inhale, center. I'm going to grab my opposite hand, my left hand with my right. For me, it deepens the twist, but you could absolutely just have your palms together. Inhale, come up, and as you do, exhale, take a wide step, bringing heels right under your knees. Our big horse or goddess squat, you'll see why we wanted to warm our inner hips up. And bring your toes forward. We're in a straddle stretch, but we're going to open up our chest, make it a star pose. So the left pinky edge of the foot will be parallel to the new back of your mat. Your right toes will be facing forward, and right at our waist will hinge into Trikonasana, our triangle pose. Keeping a little hint of softness in your right knee, using your strong core here. Big inhale. And as you exhale, you take your left hand down, and I'm going to spin my left toes into warrior one position, sort of like a 45-degree angle. Now, if your right hamstring's a little tight, you could add a hint more bend. You could walk your hands onto your ankle as long as you feel stable, or even take your hands to your hips. Soften so much into your right knee, you can plant both of your hands, pick up your left heel, and come into a low lunge. You can see I'm just hopping my left foot back a little bit. We'll set our left knees to the mat. We'll press into the tops of our left foot to take pressure out of the left knee. Now in this first round, if you need to stay here, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're feeling stable and the left hip flexor is ready for it, you might bring your Anjaneyasana up to your knee. Maybe even hands overhead. Big inhale. Exhale, frame your foot. Pivot your right toes back to the long side of your mat, rolling on your left heel, coming into Skandasana here on the left side. Hands never have to leave the mat, though you could bring them to your heart if you're feeling stable in your lower body. As we move into Malasana, I do like to use my hands to stabilize, bringing my left foot in. We're sinking our tailbone to the mat. Hands are at the heart. Chest is lifted. That traditional yogi squat. I'm going to steady with my left. Bring my right leg out. Skandasana here on the right. If your left heel pops like mine did, don't worry about it. You may choose stability of fingers or hands to heart. Let's frame and once again pivot. Left toes come forward, right knee comes to the mat. A press through the top of right foot takes pressure out of right knee. You choose your Anjaneyasana. Hands don't have to come overhead this first time around, but if you're ready for it, go for it. Big inhale. Exhale, frame. Give your right toes a curl under. We're back to our low lunge. I'm going to put my right foot in that warrior one 45-degree angle position. Bring all but a hint of softness out of left. Of course, if you want more than a hint, you listen to your left hamstring. If you need to bring your hands a little higher, by all means. And then as we take left hand inside of the left foot and rotate right foot, sort of warrior two, pinky edge pretty much parallel. We'll open right arm on top of left, coming back to our triangle, keeping at least a hint of softness in the knee. Never about hyperextending. Inhale, come up. Take your left toes to the front. Inhale, open your chest, draw your shoulder blades together. Bring your heels under your knees, back to your horse or goddess squat, knees open, tailbone pointed to the earth. We'll step to the front. Keeping hands overhead, we'll grab left, exhale right. Inhale, center. Grab right, exhale left, making those crescent moon shapes with the body. Inhale, center. And exhale through your heart. I think we got time for one more here in our quick 15-minute flow. So let's inhale, both hands up. Catch left, take your little exhale off to the right. Inhale, center. Catch right, exhale left. These poses are just wonderful for your low back. Inhale, come up. Both hands open up. We take our wide step with heels under knees. We sink into our big squat. Maybe it's starting to feel a little easier on the inner hips now that we're on number 3. Toes go towards the new front of your mat. Chest opens up, our 5-pointed star. Keeping left pinky edge just about parallel to the back of your mat. Spin your right toes to the front. We hinge from our waist. Strong core. Little softness in your knee. Great pose for the psoas, goes with all that hip opening we're doing. Exhale, left hand down. Bring your left foot into that warrior 1 45-degree angle. Keep your right knee soft. How's this pose feeling now? Soften into your right knee so you can bring your hands down, hop your left foot back, find your lower lunge. Left knee down, left toes uncurled. Stable on the left foot and the right. Inhaling up to your expression of Anjaneyasana, which means hands could be on the knee or even on your mat. You listen to your body. Let's exhale, frame foot. Pivot the toes. Roll onto our left heel. Skandasana. We'll draw the left leg in. Toes are pointing out in Malasana. Tailbone is between. We'll extend the right leg. Another Skandasana. Hands might come up or maybe they stay down towards the mat. Try and find a little length in your spine regardless of what you're doing. And then we'll rotate. So spinning our left toes forward, dropping our right knee to the mat in the process, pressing into the right foot to take pressure out of the knee. Finding the expression of Anjaneya that would serve you best. Frame. Give your right toes a curl under, find your low lunge. This gives us the opportunity to place our foot into our warrior 1 position, that 45-degree angle. Start to hinge out, leaving behind just a softness here and left. And then as we start to rotate our right foot into warrior 2, we'll bring left hand on the inside. We'll open up the right hand, stack wrist over shoulder. Find that psoas opening, Trikonasana. Inhale, come up. Spin your left toes to the front, a little opening of your chest. Bring the heels underneath. Drop your elbows in line with your shoulders. Our big horse or goddess squat. Now the hips are nice and open. Take a step to the front of your mat. Catch your left wrist, take an exhale to the right. Crescent moon. Inhale, center, grab right, exhale to the left. Inhale, center, exhale through the heart. Thank you so much for going over the moon salutation with me. It's always a pleasure practicing with you. Namaste.